Summer's here, and that means I need to be on the lookout for my mortal nemesis, Japanese beetles. I'll show you how to find them and what to do to get rid of them. Let's do this. Japanese beetles came over from Asia, and like all invasive species, this was the result of human activity. Larvae were transported to the US on iris roots in the early 1900s, and now they are literally eating the United States. Last week, I'm pretty sure I saw one fly off carrying a chihuahua to its nest to feed its babies. Lo siento. Now, before I go into detail about how to save more puppies, please consider liking this video and subscribing to the channel. Thank you. Moving on. Japanese beetles have oval-shaped metallic green bodies with bronze wing covers and have an extra thick exoskeleton. You've probably seen them clustering in large groups during the height of their season, eating the soft tissue of many plants. They're also mating like crazy. Females intermittently pause their foraging to burrow about 3 inches into the soil to lay eggs. The eggs soon hatch into larvae, which are 1-inch long white grubs when full size. You won't see them unless you disturb your lawn soil, as they tend to hang out underground. They'll spend about 10 months there before emerging the next season to start the process all over again. Check out the damage that these beetles do. They skeletonize leaves, eating everything except for the leaf veins, and this is what's left behind. I checked these trees out 2 days ago and there were no Japanese beetles, and now look. They're not picky eaters, but where I find them most often is on flowers like roses and hibiscus, and also berry plants and fruiting trees. Today, I found them on my milkweed and my lilac bushes. Check these two out on my ornamental maple. Hello, we can see you, you nasty little things. Where I find them most often on my property is my orchard. They like apple and peach tree leaves, but where I find them most often is on my plum tree. Okay, so what do you do about it? You could totally hire a bug guy to come spray your plants down. But why hire it out when you can do it for cheap? Mancycle. A common organic method for removing Japanese beetles from your plants is with soapy water. Simply mix soap and water to form suds. Then knock the beetles off of your plants into the mixture. The soapy suds on the top of the water will prevent them from escaping. And this works great if the plants that they're ravaging aren't too tall, but it gets kind of complicated with taller trees. You could sit under your trees and simply give them a shake every minute or so to scare off the beetles. But holy cow, shaking trees is kind of like bronchitis. Ain't nobody got time for that. So, I use a pesticide on my fruit trees. I've tried a few, but the only one that works for me on Japanese beetles is 7 insect killer concentrate. Other pesticide brands may even have a picture of Japanese beetles on the bottle, but don't let them fool you. I use a pump sprayer to apply 7 concentrate. My backpack sprayer holds up to 4 gallons, so it's perfect for what I need. Follow the instructions on the bottle when diluting the concentrate. I mix up a few gallons at a time. Application is pretty straightforward. I use a pretty wide spray pattern on easy to reach foliage, but adjust the sprayer tip for more of a stream for leaves on higher limbs. The application approach is pretty much the same no matter the size of the plant. I make sure to hit the soft tissues like leaves and fruits. The water in the dilution eventually evaporates, leaving a film behind that prevents insects from foraging there. In addition to chemical pesticides, there are also biological controls on the market to prevent Japanese beetles, including those that use bacteria and also a microscopic worm-like critter called a nematode, which parasitizes beetle larvae. Sounds disgusting, but it may be something for you to consider if you're into things like worms and parasites. Anyway, I hope this video helps some of you gain some ground in your fight against invasives. No pressure, but we're all counting on you. See you next time.